The weather may be gloomy, but the spirits of everyone inside Cherry Street are not. What better benefit is there than, as the weather gets colder, having a fluffy companion to snuggle with? Erin, Juliana, this disaster drill was used to give students as close to a real-world situation as possible. Now that Thanksgiving has come and gone, it's time to get into the Christmas spirit. The food bank told me during the pandemic, the face of those in need changed, which is why they're asking the community to join them. Juliana, the Eastwood Wreaths Across America group grew during the pandemic. Erin, leaders told me grandparents become emotional over the presents their grandkids receive. Health experts are currently seeing a surge in COVID-19 cases. The holidays are an exciting time for families to gather together, but for some, this year might be more difficult as there might be an empty seat at the table. The Spring Green Educational Foundation has a multitude of programs that focus on healing, but two of their programs focus directly on grieving after the loss of a loved one.
We allow people a safe space to not only express what they need to express, but we also equip them on how to deal with that and how to address that and then take that out into their family and their community.
During the pandemic, the groups have seen a rise in attendance. Now, as the holidays approach, Dawn Duhane, the executive director of the Spring Green Educational Foundation, says while the first holiday without a family member can be devastating, we can't do it alone.
Reach out to somebody else, whether it be a support group or an individual who gets it. There is healing that comes from the ability to connect with other people who get it at a heart level.
You're not alone. You're not the only one out there that's going through this pain of whether it's a trauma, you've lost somebody from addiction, you've lost somebody from the COVID, you need to reach out.
As we all prepare to enjoy time with our families, the Spring Green Educational Foundation reminds the community that if this holiday season is more difficult, it's okay and that help is available.
Because when I came here, I was broken. And I got to open that wound, and I got to release that wound, released all that stuff, and begin to heal.
Hooves is a local organization that works to transform veterans experiencing post-traumatic stress into post-traumatic growth.
And so one of the things that we found at Hooves is that by the time people get to us, they've tried everything else and they feel like it hasn't worked. And Hooves is typically the one thing that will work for them.
Through a 4-day retreat, Hooves uses resiliency tools paired with ground exercises that veterans complete with the horses. This allows them to connect with other veterans and process their emotions in a safe place. During the pandemic, Hooves saw an increased need in their services. Amanda Held, the founder and executive director of Hooves, explained that many of the veteran attendees report having suicidal thoughts when coming in. By the end of the program, the veterans have a new outlook on life.
Most of the people that come here are at rock bottom. By the time they get here, they've really given up on life. And I see people that come in with massive limitations, hopelessness, a loss of purpose. And in 4 days, I watched them transform.
It was difficult. When you want something and you want your dreams to come true, it makes it harder to believe in yourself, which is a very strong word, to believe in yourself. And going to Hooves helped me believe in myself and gain that confidence back.
After attending Hooves, Gongwer was deployed for 6 months. The experience at Hooves helped Gongwer during her service. Now she encourages veterans to try Hooves.
So don't think that there is nowhere else to turn. Believe in yourself, come out to Hooves, and just give it a chance, because you'll see a tremendous impact on your life.